Praise the Lord, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Lesia the Preacha-OK. God is so good, and He is greatly to be praised. So, I don't know what the title of this video is going to be, but it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. And today I'm going to talk about how I end up on a podcast. It's called the B Mindset podcast, and it's a guy on there named Nathaniel, and I've seen him on YouTube, but I'm not a follower because I feel his content is it's interesting. It just doesn't flow with me. You know, his content doesn't flow with me. But his recent content I saw where he's, pointing out the dusty type black men. He's, all men, really all men, but we're black, so, he's talking on dusty black men, okay? So today or last night, he was talking about Cynthia G, okay? Now, I watch him, I watch Cynthia G, I watch when Kevin Samuels was alive, I watched him. I watch all the, a lot of content creators. And I know how to cherry pick. I can watch him and listen to what's good and throw away the trash. I know how to listen to Cynthia G, listen to what's good, throw away the trash. I mean, that's what we do. No matter who you listen to, you're going to use your discernment, right? So the reason why I don't listen to him is because, I don't know what age he is. He's younger than me, okay? Way younger than me, gotta be. So, and he focused a lot on looks, on superficial stuff. He don't really go into deep shit, you know what I mean? He just kind of focused on, how a woman look at her makeup, he just so let me just show you. Hold on. And the reason why I'm bringing him up is because he drugged me. I guess you could say drugged or dragged. He dragged me. That's what people say, dragged. So he dragged me on his show. I'm just making comments like everybody else. He points me out and start dragging me. You know what I'm saying? So basically he said that, I don't know, I'll just play it in a minute. But this is it here. This is it. And after the live, I made my little comment at the bottom or whatever. And so, so I'm going to play what he had to say about me. And he had my little comment up. I had made a comment and he brought the comment up and started talking about me. So, again, I'll just play. But like I said, he's kind of young-minded, focused on, a woman's looks more than her character and stuff like that. He's where was married 30. He even made the comment that my little 32 years of marriage ain't nothing. You got to be like married 40, 50 years so you can speak. So basically, he's saying that a lot of us black female content creators just need to shut up. And that's what drew me to his show. It's like, oh, really? We need to. He don't really want to hear black women speak unless we're talking about makeup. And we have to talk a certain way. We have to appeal to men. Why? And people go say, well, if you want a man, then you need to do the things that men want women to do to get a man. Yeah, and if a man want a woman, then he needs to do the things that a woman wants a man to do to get her too. Otherwise, just keep running through a bunch of young women that are not committed to anything yet. Women that are young and not committed to anything, keep running through them if they let you. But us old, I'm glad I know I'm old. I'm glad I know I'm busted and ran through and ugly and all that. You know what I mean? I'm glad I'm aware of why, through Cynthia G's black male pathology, I know why my ex left me for a white woman. Yeah, so he's talking about that. I put it in the comments that my husband left me for a white woman. And he told me on here, it's because the white woman is freakier in bed. I'm like, if this white woman that my ex is with, if she freakier in the bed to me, I want to see this shit. Okay, I want to see it. Baby, I do cartwheels, handstands. Okay. We won't go there. But anyway, but he brought it up. So I just thought it was funny. My ex left me for a white woman because she freakier in bed? Really? This is fun. Let's see what this leads to. I want to find out how true that is. I would love to know that. But anyway, I'm going to play this little clip. I guess it's okay to do. You know, he's YouTube. He was live. I'm YouTube. It should be okay. And he talking about me. So this should be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play.
Lisa, no valid points. But Dr. Lisa, respectfully, let me take a look at you. Let me take a look at you. Because I see there's a certain type of woman. You see, Dr. Lisa, that's my point. That's my point. It's almost like, let me just keep it a buck with you.
Uh-huh.
The sisters and the type of woman I know, they don't fuck with women like this.
Okay.
But I could tell you do. Now,
Okay.
Dr. Lesia, you probably got a degree. You probably got a good career. I get it. You got all that. You probably got a big house, 10 cars, all the above. But I guarantee your love life is shit. Because if it wasn't shit, you wouldn't be. If it was good, you wouldn't be listening to her. I know it's dirt.
My sex life is
I know
dirt.
it is, and you know it is too. You see, you prove my point. You was married for 32 years, but you're not anymore, so you're bitter.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to tell
hurt.
you. Sister,
Yeah,
I don't
hurt.
know you from a hole in the wall, but I knew that you're not married now. I knew that you're lonely. That's why you're so protecting her. Because when women
I'm not
listen
protecting.
to me,
I just
submissive, he left me
listening to
for
your
a
show.
white woman. Oh, well, but I knew you were single. I knew you're not with nobody. I don't know yet. I told you because you're following her. Listen to me, darling. The day my wife is following this woman, that means our relationship is done. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My shit is shit when she following her. This woman is for the misfits. Women have been battered and hurt. Okay, she left you for a white woman. The white women's are freaks. You probably wasn't freaky enough.
I wasn't freaky enough, y'all.
We talk about this every goddamn night on my channel. White woman will take your fucking black man away. Are you kidding me? You see what happened to TJ?
TJ? That's a man.
She helped you through the divorce process. She can't help. You don't need no help you ask your lawyer to help you through the divorce process. You don't need Cynthia G to help you through the damn. That's like a black man saying he needed Kevin Samuels to help him with his marriage. You don't need no Cynthia G. You hire a lawyer. You hire a divorce lawyer. You're a woman anyway. You're going to get favorited anyway. Why are you worried about it? How was Cynthia G? She helped you with the divorce process, but she ain't going to help you she ain't going to help you with love. You stick with me, darling. I'll have you with a good-ass man. Trust me when I tell you.
He said he can help me with a good-ass man. Long as there ain't no man like him. I don't want him introducing me to nobody he knows. Okay, so let's unwrap some of this stuff he said. Woohoo! Now, I don't follow him, but like I said, his recent content, I had caught something about him talking about men, black men. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't recall his content being like this before. Not that I don't really know what his content is for real. I just saw the title, but I just don't think that he would have the following he have if he had been dragging black men all along. Okay, so his recent content is dragging black men that are dusty or, So I'm letting him know that my ex fall in that category when it comes to Cynthia G's content. After 32 years of marriage, no matter who my ex left me for, black woman, white woman, Asian woman, don't even really matter the color. But I've been doing content on standing your tribe lately. I've been doing content on that from a 12 tribes of Israel perspective. And it's not that Cynthia G or myself or other women who have experienced certain things with black men, I don't know if it's so much about being bitter as it is just wanting to understand why our men act the way they act. Why do they act this way? Why do they lead their families? Why do black men just walk away from their families? Ripping families apart. Why? He walked away, our whole family split up, basically. And he's saying that because a white woman is freakier in bed, that is okay. It's okay for a black man to walk away from his wife and children because another woman is freakier in bed. Seriously? Trust and believe that white woman is not freakier in bed than me. I'm a super freak. But if that's what he want to come on that level. And then, he trying to undress me, look under my glasses and my hair, and making, trying to see what I look like. What does it matter what I look like? Somebody walked away from their wife and kids. He chose me. He asked me to marry him. He did. So this white woman potentially being freakier in bed than me, boy, bye. It's deeper than that. I don't think no pussy is worth all the alimony that men have to pay out when they walk out on their family. Ain't no pussy worth all that money. There is no way. Ain't no freaky pussy. If a pussy is that freaky, where you will walk away from your wife and kids and pay that big old alimony ticket, then do you think that pussy is just freaky for you? If a single woman is out there being that freaky, where she can pull a whole husband and father away because her pussy that freaky, do you think that pussy is freaky just for your ass? This guy need to grow up, because, and then he made a comment a little later that, my little 32 years didn't matter or whatever. I'm like, how many years of marriage has he put in with somebody before he can throw my 32 years of marriage between two black men, throw it away like that? I work my ass off in my marriages. I work my ass off for black men. Raise their kids, help them get to the top of their game. Hey, I love them so good till they were able to just go to their next women and give their next women all the labor that I work for. I'm the one that end up in the project somewhere, thrown away and disposed of. So if some woman's pussy out there is that much freakier than mine, where you have to throw away a whole family just to get to that pussy, you need to be gone. You need to be gone. And if other men want to call women bitter because that's how they treat us, call me bitter. But I'd rather say I'm just healing. I'm still hurt. I got some hurt spots. Because when you're thrown away like trash in the street because somebody else's pussy is freakier than your pussy, or you're not as pretty as them, or, you're not as skinny as them, you're not as whatever physical thing that he talking about. He talking married men. It's okay to leave families, women, children, and grandchildren, leaving them broke for some freakier pussy, for real? Nigga, please. He need to grow up. So, anyway, his whole show is trying to discourage black female content creators from creating stuff. He wants us to be limited to just talking about doing our hair and our clothes. He don't want us talking about how fucked up the black community is. He don't want us talking about how every time a black man leave his tribe to go to another, that he's leaving the women and children in his own community broke. Black men that leave their tribes are bankrupting the tribe. He don't want to talk about that. He just want to make it seem like, oh, because you black, ugly, busted, and your pussy ain't freaky enough, black men got the right to leave black women and kids starving in the streets, basically. Because they got the right to get some freaky pussy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because God is watching all this. That's what this young man don't understand. God don't play with his children. God has a special place for women and children. And he left us and left you all in charge of us. He did. He have left men to be the providers of women and children. And when y'all act like we could be thrown away in a street over something like freaky pussy, really? You don't have to divorce your wife and make your kids suffer, splitting up the family just for some freaky pussy. That's stupid as hell. I'm just saying. This is what this black man told me. Let's see what else he's talking about. I don't know. Let me see. Because it says, warning, black women, stay away. Black female dating influencers. You know. So he don't want us talking about anything else but just looking cute. And we got to do it a certain way. We got to have our weave on our heads tight enough. We have to have our makeup just right. And we have to use a certain tone when we talk to attract men. Can't have no substance. Can't have no life experience. All that will get discounted and be considered bitterness. The moment you talk about the real conditions of a relationship, the moment you're talking about real issues on the dating scene, in marriages, how men really do treat women, then we got to shut up. We ugly. We ain't pretty enough. This man actually made it seem like only the pretty women can talk. And the rest of us old, ugly, busted women just need to shut up somewhere. We don't have a voice because we old and ugly. Busted. Don't have a voice because of how we look. Anyway.
I'll have you with a good ass man. Trust me when I tell you. We don't deal with bozos and bozettes over here. But I'm telling you right now, this ain't about venting. These are facts. This woman is sickly disturbed. And the fact that she helped you, that's not help. That was a pity party. That's all it was. It was a pity party. It ain't just her. It's that other animal. What's her fucking name? It's a whistleblower. Then there's another woman, a narcissist thing. Listen to me. You know what it means when a man is a narcissist? It means that the woman been fucked over. Because women in good relationships got no time to be talking about no damn narcissist. They didn't get fucked over. But when you get ditched on, that's what you call them. Now, let me guess. Was your ex-husband a narcissist? 32 years of marriage, darling. You want to hear some truth? I'll tell you what that man was doing for 32 years. 32 years, that's a lot of motherfucking cheating. Trust me when I tell you it was all just good, but something about that white woman was giving him that you wasn't. And you got to take that L.
I take the L.
You got to take that L, dog.
I take the L.
You got to take it.
I'm taking it.
Poochie said the sound of a woman's voice is even more important than her looks. This woman's voice is, see what I'm saying? It ain't just me. I'm telling you.
I took the L. I took the L. You know, men have every right on this earth, according to men like this, to leave women and children for whatever reason they want. And we gotta what? Just take the L. Shut our mouths up because now we old, ugly, busted, you know, have no voice. That's why I have my channel. Because of men like this. But I still listen to them because I'm learning from them. I'm learning how they are. He's exactly what Cynthia G is talking about. He fits the black male pathology to the T. This is exactly what Cynthia G is talking about. Men like this. And I'm so glad that when I got dumped, after giving somebody all I had, I got dumped. I started listening to everybody. Kevin Samuel, Cynthia G, any damn body out there that was black on YouTube that had some kind of message. Because I didn't done therapy before. He mentioned something about go to therapy, you know, for black women that's been dumped. You know what I mean? So, and, you know, yeah, that white woman got something I don't. She got more money. She got a career, money, homes. She got shit. That's why he going after her shit. That's what, it ain't her pussy he after. Her freaky pussy is not what he wants. He wants her stuff. She got more money than me. She has more access than I do. She's a pat on the back. You got one. Yay. Another black man that got a white woman. Yay. They do a pat on the back. Trust and believe pussy ain't it. It ain't the pussy. Trust and believe it ain't that. It's her whiteness and her access to white men, more opportunities, money, housing, whatever he think is better over there. I just want to put that out there. And I said this in my other video before I even came across this one. But he's just confirming what all these women are saying out there. His whole show, every word that comes out of his mouth confirms everything that Cynthia G, other women, and men on YouTube is talking about all over the world. He's it. The only reason why he's starting to drag men the way he do is for more views from women. He's trying to increase his views by women. But it's like the bait and switch. It's like the bait. So he'll bait a woman with saying, yeah, men are this, men are that, men are trash. But then he'll turn right around and what he did to me. He'll turn right around and do what he did to me. Throw us under the bus. He'll try to bait us in by saying, yeah, men are dusties and trash, just like what y'all was singing. I hear what women saying now. But then as soon as you get in his space as a woman, he gonna undress you and strip you down and try to bring you down like he tried to do me just now. He dragged me. But it didn't work. It didn't work really because he just showed himself. He baits women in with some, yeah, men are dogs. But then as soon as he got you, then he started breaking you down. The bait and switch. Caught his ass. I'm just saying. Caught his ass. So, and this happened to me before. Some months back, I was on another man's show. The Business or something like that. I think it was The Business. I'll try to find it. And he did the same thing. You know, blah, 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 blah. Exactly what this man did to me. So I'll try to find it and play it, you know. Back then, I didn't want to put it on my channel and all that. But today, I was like, let me go ahead and do this. And see, to him, I shouldn't even have a camera on. Because I'm not pretty enough. To, you know, my hair ain't done pretty. My makeup ain't, you know, I don't have no, you know, flamboyant makeup. I'm old. Now he claims that, you know, skin tone don't matter, whether I'm dark or light. So, yay. Whew. Thank God for that. My dark skin wouldn't necessarily be a problem. But I ain't pretty enough to be talking on YouTube. I'm probably too loud. You know, I'm not poised enough and prissy enough, and ooh, I'm not purring like a cat. I mean, I happen to have some clothes staged right here, you know. So I guess he would like that. But I don't know. I don't care what these men want anymore. I don't. Because they bait and they switch. They bait us, they switch up on us. And he may say, see, look, she's being bitter. She's the way she's talking is bitter. Fine, call me bitter. I'll put the word bitter in my title now. Not only am I old, ugly, black, now I'm bitter and busted, all that. So, yup, I will be all of that. If that's what it takes for women to understand the game out there. If that's what it takes. Put me on the bitter, ugly, black, busted woman list. No problem. Put me at the top. Please put me at the top. I ain't trying to compete with Cynthia G. No, 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 no. That girl is she ain't even on the same list the rest of us. She's in a whole, she got her own planet. You know, and keep doing a good job, Cynthia G. Keep doing a good job. You're doing great. I love Cynthia G. Do I agree with everything? Nah. I cherry pick. Like I cherry pick her show. I cherry pick his show. You know what I mean? I don't get a whole lot out of it, but I still like to know how men think. I like to know. I appreciate him telling me that, you know, my exes cheated on me the whole time. I appreciate him letting me know that my pussy ain't freaky enough to keep a black man. I appreciate him letting me know that I probably don't look like shit. Thank you for letting me know how y'all really feel. I appreciate that. And it's not just me he was talking to. He was talking to everybody. Trust and believe. Because on that episode, he was going from one black woman's content to the next, just shooting each black woman down. Don't that sound like Kevin Samuels to you? Have a woman come up and then he just started shooting her down. That's some Kevin Samuels shit. He did the same thing. He doing the same thing to black women. The only thing he doing is just baiting us in by bashing, dragging a few black men, but then he's right back to what they normally do. Men of his type. Throwing us black women under the bus. But it ain't work with me, boo-boo. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know I only got a few hundred followers, but guess what? Guess what? Your balls ain't big enough. You and no one in your world can do anything for me. You or nobody in your world. You can't introduce me to nobody in your world. Can't touch this. And you may say, we don't want your ugly, busted, black ass anyway. Yay, good. Thank you. Disqualify me. Yes, yes, yes. I'm proud of all my ugly, black, busted bitterness. I'm glad. I'm glad. Because I didn't create it by myself. I didn't create it by myself. But I'm managing it alone. And I'm managing it the best way I can where I stand. And just like you on there complaining and venting, what's wrong with the rest of us venting and complaining? You're doing the same thing. You're telling us to be quiet. If you don't want a black man, be quiet. Well, if you don't want a black woman, then what are you talking about us for? If you don't like Cynthia G and all the other G's out there or whatever's going on, stop watching. Stop talking about us. Don't talk about them. Don't talk about me. I'm just saying. All right, guys. That's my little venting and rant interacting with this broadcaster guy, Nathaniel from the B Mindset podcast, something like that. I'll leave the link in my description box and also my comment section or whatever. But yeah, these men, they don't want to come for me. They don't want to come for me because I already know I'm old, ugly, black, and bitter and busted, and they don't want me. Fine, I already know that. But I still got something to say because they said it. He the one that made this video. He got the title out there. He wants us to come in his space. He wants to talk about this stuff. So I'm here. I'm here. Yeah. And I'm not going to disagree with you on everything. I'm not. Because I'm here to listen. I want to learn. I want to know. I want y'all to keep talking. That's why I come in your space, because I want to hear what y'all, I want to see it and hear it. I got to see this with my own eyes and hear this with my own ears, what black men got to say about us black women. I want to hear it all day long. I want to hear it, yeah. Confess. Keep confessing. Keep on confessing. That's the only way. I'm not going to tell you to be quiet. I want you to keep talking so I can really see with my own eyes and hear with my own ears what black men think. It's so interesting. It's degrading. Yeah, it's degrading, but it's still interesting. And I'm learning. I need to know what I'm dealing with. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate being in your comments. I appreciate you, showing my comment and dragging me. I appreciate it. Drag me, boo. Drag me. Keep on dragging. Because that's how we going to keep talking. That's how we going to keep talking. I'm not going to drag you, though. I'm not going to drag you. But I can respond to your dragging of me. I have the right to respond to that. And you the one that, and if I learned from you and I learned from her and others, so be it. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with me learning from whoever I need to learn from. It's okay for me to learn something from you, but not somebody else. I can learn from wherever I want to learn. And I had my own divorce lawyer, and my lawyer did her job. And I can still listen to Cynthia G, listen to you, Kevin Samuels, and whoever else I want to listen to, and get whatever information I want to get out of y'all, and still have a lawyer who did my divorce. I didn't say she did my divorce. I just said that she helped me get through the process for me to understand what the hell happened. What happened? Why did this man leave me? We had an open marriage. We had an open marriage. He could date who he wanted. So her freaky pussy did not have to lead to him giving away his fortune. That's the most expensive pussy ever. Not ever, but I'm just saying. When you have an open marriage, why get a divorce and lose the majority of your assets? Why do that? Why lose the majority of your assets over some freaky pussy when all you got to do is just stay married, keep your marriage open? You're not with just one woman no more. For the rest of your life, you got more than one woman on your record. For the rest of your life. So, why does it matter if this piece of paper and that piece of, you know what I'm saying? So, but I just thought it was interesting, guys. I thought I would share this, This is different. You never know, I might end up on people's panels or something on their podcast as a guest or something. Who knows where this is going to lead to. But I'm glad he did it, because, hey, I didn't ask him to. He just singled me out, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let me jump on it this time. Last time I let it go with the other guy. I forget. I think it was called The Business or something. He was trying to give me the business. But this guy here, really, dude? Really? Really? She better in bed than me? Really? You know what? Hey, I'm bi. We can all be in bed together. I like white women too. We could all be in bed together. He fucked up. He lost money unnecessarily when he could have just had us both. And it's too late to have us both now because he divorced me to go over there. So go over there. Go over there. He should have stayed with me if he wanted both of us. If he wanted both of us, he should have stayed with me. And I would have, come on. Oh, she got a nice job. Oh, she got a couple of houses. Oh, she got some money. Oh. She would have been a wonderful addition to our marriage. She would have. Based on what I hear. He ain't never told me anything about her, so I'm not supposed to know anything about her technically. But it's on the internet. People been telling me. So, That's how I gathered my information. Not that I was gathering. People coming to me with this information. I ain't know nothing about her. I ain't know nothing. See, that's when a man leave you, he already got the other one lined up. That's how men leave. The other one's already lined up. She was already there. That's what happened in my first marriage. The other woman was already there. This woman, already there. So, she's benefiting off of my labor. Go right ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I just listened to one of my readers that I follow, and she was just saying that men that dog out the first wife or the previous relation, they dog you out, right? And then they feel guilty, and then they go and they just start showering the other woman out of guilt. They're trying to make up for what they did to you for the next person. They feel like they have to walk the chalk now. I screwed that up. I can't afford to screw this up, so I'm going to treat this one right. But you're treating her right based on how you messed me up. You're supposed to fix it with me, not give it to somebody else. But God has a way of balancing out all of that. God gonna balance it all out. People think that the divorce paper is it. The divorce paper is not it alone. That ain't the only requirement that God expects. You have to go through the forgiveness process. It's a process. You can't just sweep up under the rug and act like you didn't do nothing, like it don't have no consequences. No matter who you sleep with, no matter how freaky their pussy is and how much money they got, more than we got, and all this kind of stuff, it's not going to make up for how you screwed me over. You got to come to me and get that fixed and straightened out. Showering her with the gifts that belong to me is only going to last for so long, because one day you're going to wake up and be like, wait a minute, she don't deserve none of this. She don't deserve none of this. This is only happening because of what I did to her. And see, this was this young man on this show don't understand, because he probably ain't never been married. And if he has been married, it wasn't a quality marriage. Couldn't have been if he on the internet with this kind of information. But I know he does it for entertainment. And see, that's the difference between maybe the black man on these social media platforms and the black woman. Most of us black women are trying to be educational. We're teachers. Men are just out there to make money. They'll come up with whatever content, whether they believe in it or not, for the money. And then try to bash us, drag us, because we speak it from the heart. It's not a competition. I learned from all of y'all. I learned from, whether it's him himself, Kevin Samuels, Cynthia G, whoever else out there. You know what I mean? Dr. Umar, all of them. I listen to everybody. Why not? We all got a little bit of good and evil. We all got a little bit of truth and lie. We all got a little bit. So I know how to discern, or cherry pick, however you want to say it. So again, I have watched your show a few times, not much, but I have. This gentleman, Nathaniel. I watched his show a couple times, and and other people. And I don't think I need to be dragged about it. I don't need to be dragged about it, because I'm a grown-ass woman, who know how to listen to somebody and take what I need and throw it and rest. Just like you. I guess he know how to do the same thing. So, all this dragging and whatnot, ain't no reason to be dragging nobody. But I do appreciate you confirming that the ex was probably cheating on me the whole time. And then he left me and went on to the next one because she was already there. They already knew each other. They already had met. They already, I don't know 100%, but it's obvious. It's just obvious. And we had an open marriage, so she didn't have to be a secret. Why be a secret when our marriage is open? I'll let it all out. Oh, and let me talk about Gabriella Union real quick. That's my girl. My girl is like, hey, in that first marriage, honey, I made more money. I paid the bill so I could do what I want. Now, I don't promote cheating. I promote open relationship. And they're using the word cheating, but it sounds like she and her husband had an open marriage to me. Because she was aware of him and he was aware of her. They had their little understanding. That's an open marriage. She ain't cheating on nobody. She could afford an open marriage. I ain't had no money, but I still opened up my marriage because guess what? I put in 10 years. I mean, I put in 25, but I knew at the 10-year mark, his money is my money. His money is my money after the 10-year mark. So at year 16 or 17, when we opened up our marriage or whatever, and we were doing what we want to do, obviously this woman is probably proof of him doing what he want to do behind my back, although I'm putting everything out there in the open. I'm putting everything out in the open. But he's being secret, you know. See, men, you could be in an open marriage and they'll still cheat on you, even in an open marriage. I'm just saying. So I like how Gabriella Union was just like, hey, I made the money, so it allowed me to be able to open my marriage. Well, I ain't make the money, but I knew that after year 10, what was his was mine. So I still had enough authority to open up the marriage, and it stick. So, again, you know, thank you, Mr. Nathaniel, for the time on your show. I didn't ask you to pick me out or single me out, but you did, and so I have my own platform, so I shared it, and I'm gonna have to decline. I don't want to meet nobody in your world. You don't need to introduce me to nobody. Because if men in your circle think like you do, I pass. I pass. And for the record, I'm not as lonely as you think. I mean, just because I'm not running out there with my legs open for everybody to swing by, don't mean that I'm alone and you know, as unhappy as you think. Now, am I still experiencing, residual from the all those years of marriage and being on my own, having to figure out how to be independent and stuff? Yeah, I'm still going through those motions, but I have offers. I got people that want to marry me. People are interested in marrying me. People are still hitting me up, but as far as sex, I'm selective. I'm not going to be just opening up my legs and body to everybody. Even though I'm old and ugly, I still got some standards. Even though I'm busted and whatever else you call us women on your show, even though I'm all of that, okay, in your mind, I still got standards. I'm still not gonna let no man run over me because he don't want me. I still want me. I'm still alive and breathing, have meaning, you know. So, and a man having sex with me, freaky sex with me, is just not my claim to fame. A man having freaky sex with me is not going to pay my bills. Mm-mm. So I hold a certain standard in my life, and that standard alone attracts certain men. And I hold out for certain men. So if holding out for certain men and having standards is considered being lonely and alone and crying and depressed, then so be it. I will cry myself to sleep every night for the right person until they come. But in the meantime, I'm having fun. I'm going out on dates. I'm talking to people. I do what I do in the meantime. But I'll take the L. I will take 2 L's, 3, 4, 5 L's. If it means having standards and selective, I'll wait. I'll wait. I don't want nobody with me just because my sex is freaky. And you sure as hell ain't gonna come my way if you leaving a whole wife and family to be with me. Oh boy, bye. No, we ain't doing that. I don't roll like that. Everybody I've been with have never been married and didn't have no kids before me, and I still got that standard. I don't care if I got 20 kids. A new man is best if he don't have no kids. It's best if he don't have, you know what I mean? If I'm gonna be committed to you. Now, if your kids is grown and gone, that's different. Grown and gone kids, we can talk. We can just talk, you know. But I'm just saying, you know, it's a new day, and y'all thinking the way y'all think on these platforms is outdated. It's outdated. And we've caught up with you guys. We've caught up. We understand every move y'all make now. And y'all don't like it because you don't have nowhere to run. Well, y'all can keep running all you want, but there's nowhere to hide. But as long as women are focused on makeup and hair tutorials on YouTube, then you guys can run around and play. But when you got women like me, we bringing it to the forefront. What the hell is really going on in the background? Why y'all do what y'all do? And how long it's been happening? And the trends for the future and all that? Oh, you don't want to hear that. They bitter. Oh, stay away from them women. Oh, please. Whoa, this was fun. All right, guys. I can't believe I've been talking 40 minutes on this topic, but all right. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for following on my journey. And I know that I make a big deal out of yeah, I just make it dramatic. It's more dramatic when I say he left me for a white woman. Yeah, it just makes it more dramatic. It don't matter what woman. It's just wrong to leave your family. Men can't afford to just walk away from families. They can't afford it. In this day and age, it's hard to keep money. It's hard to save money and keep money. But if men want to leave whole families, let them go. Cut that check and go. Cut the check and go. You know, because at this point, you need to make sure the other woman got some money. She got to have a job. She ain't got no choice dealing with you because you walked away from a whole family and had to leave your wealth behind with the family. And you don't have a lot of wealth moving forward. You just can't. And it takes time to rebuild wealth. It takes time. But by that time, she might be tired of paying all the bills. By that time, like Gabriella Union. She's perfect. I say her name so fast. Gabriella Union. Just like her. I mean, he started cutting up. She's like, I pay the bills around here anyway, so I'm going to do what I want to do. That's the risk men take, you know. And freaky pussy. I guess you could put it that way. I don't know. But anyway, all right, thank you guys. I love you so much. And make a comment below. Like and subscribe. Share the video. I tell you, these are some interesting times. We're having interesting conversations. But a black man told me that my husband left me. He was probably cheating on me the whole time. And the white pussy is freakier, so that's why he gone. This is what another black man said. I ain't put all that. I ain't look at it quite all like that. But if we want to have a freaky contest, hey, who's the freakiest contest? Well, he already screwed up. He should have divorced me. If he wanted a freaky contest between me and his new wife, he should have stayed with me because she could have came on in. Okay, God. I love you guys. This is so funny. But yeah, it was interesting getting dragged on a show today. And, you know, I was just, just giving details and just trying to say, I listen to all of y'all. He didn't read those comments where I'm saying, I listen to you, I listen to her, I listen to everybody. I have the maturity to discern stuff. Just because I listen to him don't mean that, I'm going to go hang myself because I'm old, busted, and ugly, and he and his friends would never, But he claimed he can introduce me to somebody, but I'm just not interested in anybody with his mindset. That kind of mindset don't work for me. His mindset. And so his friends would have his mindset, and I'm not interested at all. I got people interested in me. I have people interested in being married. I got people that's interested in being married. And then I'm just talking to people, but I'm solo, fresh divorce, so I'm not trying to, get all overly committed at the moment, So, and because I want to be healed. I want to finish up the last little 15-20% of healing I got left. I want to finish it up. And that's why I'm making these videos. Because y'all know I use these videos to share my experience for my own healing and to help people that are in similar situations. If you're in a similar situation, you can hear my story. It's fresh, it's real, you know. So, I can't go wrong. So I don't know why he want people like me to just shut down our content. He want me to switch to you know, talking about clothes. He want me to switch to makeup and hair. You know, he want me to be all prissy. Now I'd rather talk about why my husband left me. I'd rather talk about if people be like, well, just get over it. Well, it's easier to get over things when you understand. If you understand, it's like, oh, okay. Okay. And when I listen to Cynthia G, it puts logic behind the actions. Logic behind the actions. And of course, black men don't want to hear her speak the truth and put their business on the street. Black men don't want their business on the street. But it got to be on the street because there's too many black women and children on the street. If it wasn't so many black women and children on the street struggling, then black men's business wouldn't need to be on the street. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I'm saying it from a bitter, black, ugly, busted woman standpoint. Hey, because I mean, I can't speak from a beautiful young woman standpoint. I can't. I'm not a beautiful young woman, that all men want. I'm not her. So I can't speak from her perspective. I can only speak from my own. And there is a lane for us. And our lanes are going to stay open. Yeah. Our lanes are open and they're staying open. There is a market for women like me. And we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. So if y'all want to, for those who need to look at the feminine, poised woman, how to attract a man, because I'm slowly trying to just attract this man. Even though he going to run around on me for 30 years of marriage, I still going to do what I need to do to be in your grace. Why you do whatever you want. Well, Gabriella Union say, honey, the game has changed, okay? I'm saying the game has changed. You could be a stay-at-home wife and mom. Put your 10 years in. Your husband better not say nothing to you. You what? Her pussy free here, is it? Bring her on in here. And if you're determined to go out there and get her, or if you're determined to go out there to her, well then divorce lawyer, here we go. Gotta get divorced, pay up. Cut that check. Now that's the most expensive pussy in the street. The pussy where a man walk away from his wife and kids to go to that pussy, that's some expensive pussy. I thought I had some halfway decent expensive pussy. I thought I did. But the moment a man walk away from his wife and kids for some freaky pussy, that's expensive. That's a big ticket, a big price to pay. And the only thing that can happen is that she gonna have to pay it back. She gotta pay it back. That's the only way he can afford to be with her. The only way he can afford to be with her is if she pay it back. And trust, these men make sure they get every penny back. they put you through so much. Because they can only love bomb you for so long. You can only ride off the first wife's guilt trips, his guilt for fucking her over for so long. You can only do it for so long. And then you're going to have to pay the piper. You're going to be paying for some dick. It's going to flip. First he paying for the pussy, and then there's going to be a point where you're paying for the dick. Trust and believe. Just keep on living. Keep on living. I'm just trying to school women. And it's not just a white woman thing. Any woman. Because I've had friends in my life, all they do is specialize in married men. That's all they do. If the man in their life wasn't married before, they really don't want them. They only want the men that they have to take from somebody else. But when you do that, you're signing up to take care of that man. he becomes another child in your home. Once you get past the love bombing stage, where he's just showering you with everything. You want a ring? Okay, I got you a ring. What else you want? I'll give you that. I'm going to do this with you and do that with you. It can only last for so long. Enjoy it while it lasts. Because after that, it's just hell. Just saying. All right, guys. Love you. Bye. I just keep running my mouth. I guess I've been quiet for a few days. Yeah. All right. So my information will be in the description box. But if you need to hit me up, it's DrLesiaThePreacha at gmail.com. And also my Cash App. $sign Dr. Lesia the Preacha. Okay. Bye.